Welcome back. You might know him by his real name, Nick Miller, or his stage name, Illenium. Either way, he's been rocking audiences for a decade now. And whether he's DJing, producing, or writing songs, his live shows are always a spectacle. Here's a taste. And beginning March 5th, Illenium begins a 9-night run at the famed Las Vegas Sphere, where he'll be performing his 6th album titled Odyssey, which comes out Friday. I recently had a chance to talk to him about it. Welcome to the show. So good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
So this is your 6th album.
Yes.
What makes it different, would you say, from the first 5?
Oh man, this one is really like start and finish fully inspired by this Sphere residency that I'm doing, and I wanted to make a whole new album and a whole new show that really backs that, and it's just like a different opportunity, and we got to really write music for scenes and like do it totally different and make the show and then finish the album, versus generally it's like album first and then show. But yeah, it was super unique.
I want to get to the Sphere in a moment,
Yeah.
but first just want to ask you, because I know on this album you have a number of collaborators.
Yes.
How do you decide who you're going to work with, and do you end up learning, I would imagine you do, learning a lot about the style and music?
Yeah, I mean, like, so many of the people on my album are like dream lists. Like Ellie Goulding, I've wanted to work with ever since I started hearing her music, early 2010s, and I'm a huge Bring Me the Horizon fan. So all these people I'm just like huge fans of, and I'll reach out, I'll have like a little bit of a rough idea and I'll just send it their way, or sometimes we get in the studio and start from scratch. Like Kid Cudi and I just got in the studio and made that song from like 6 hours, and totally organic, but I'm just a fan, you know, and so I love the opportunity of getting to work with these idols and icons. Yeah.
And for the uninitiated, how do you decide who's going to do what? Like, I'm going to produce this, I'm going to sing this.
Yeah.
How does that all get sorted?
I mean, it's very like, a lot of times you will work on a song and we'll work on a song for 10 hours and then I'll wake up the next morning and not be in love with it. Like there's a lot of bad, but then when you have the good, it's like, you know, it's amazing. You can kind of hear somebody like in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, someone would be perfect for this type of vibe. Let's reach out and see if they like the idea. And it's a very fun collaborative effort. It's like the best part of making music is collaborating and stuff. Yeah.
I would imagine. You've said that Odyssey is really a journey into self-discovery.
Yeah, very much.
At 35, what have you uncovered still about yourself?
I mean, I feel like life is always just, you always, like the whole point, you know, is trying to find, you know, purpose and trying to find happiness and escape. And I feel like music or diving into an amazing album or going to an amazing show can just be like so fulfilling for you emotionally and like let you get past a certain dark point or anything like that. Like that's where I feel like my purpose musically, music did that for me. Like I was going through really rough time, you know, 13 years ago, I had gotten sober and I just like fell in love with music.
You mentioned the Sphere.
Yes.
Starting in March, you're going to be the second only electronic artist ever to perform there. Can you give us a sense of how you're going to make that experience immersive?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like the venue itself is immersive. There's like 250,000 speakers in there. Just the visual capabilities. It's really like joining, you know, like a beautiful show with a beautiful storyline and a movie.
You mentioned earlier that you are now sober at this point. You do a lot of work with end overdose.
Yeah.
Tell us about why that's so important to you.
They are fantastic. Their whole pretty much idea is just to make it a much more accessible, like using Narcan or exact similar products that is pretty much halt opiate overdose, like a lot of accidental. There's like fentanyl, and it's just heartbreaking, and a lot of times it's accidental. And it's like if everybody at a show was, you know, had gone to the end overdose booth, had learned how to distribute it, and sees the signs of something like that, they're equipped with something that can save lives. And so like if you know, if test kits aren't readily available, if there's a lot of legal structure that makes it challenging for like test kits and stuff to be readily available at shows. So I think end overdose is really behind the next best thing, which is having Narcan available for anyone who wants to go to the booth, learn about it. Anytime they're at any festival or show, I encourage everybody to go check it out. They're awesome.
Nick, thank you so much for the work you're doing in that space, as well as the art and entertainment, music, all of it. Thank you so much for coming by the show as well. You can listen to his new album, Odyssey, February 6th, wherever you listen to your music.
Thank you, guys.